Hey everybody, Mack and Damer here for OCR Kings, and today we're going to talk about drop bins. And when we first set out to do the Ultra Beast, there wasn't a lot of information, or really any information about drop bins. We didn't know the dimensions, what the hell to put in there, so we kind of had to figure out as we went along. Both of us decided to go with a 5-gallon bucket. And he's got a fancy cool lid. What do you got? Well, I kind of had the same idea. I wanted a lid that I could sit on, something that was nice and flat. I got this attachment right here that came with a screw-on lid. It offered some kind of like waterproof protection. I'll provide a link in the description where I got this thing from. Not too expensive. I think it was about 12 bucks. There is an instructional tutorial or something on how to put this rim on. It's all bullshit. Basically, you put the rim upside down on the ground and then put your bin upside down on top of it, sit right on it, the thing snaps in like 2 seconds. Okay. The lid has a sort of a white grommet or O-ring around the top of it, and you screw it in, and I tell you what, the thing is waterproof. Both of ours were. When we left our drop-ins overnight in the drop-in area, it rained a little bit. All of our crap was nice and dry inside the next day.
Well, speaking of that, what about the first thing we learned? We actually wound up taking Friday off from work because mandatory bin drop, blah, blah, blah. So take off work, drive out to New Jersey, and bring our bins along with a bunch of other idiots. I think we were like the 10th person there because there were no bins when we showed up.
Right.
And went through the process, found the bin drop, pretty easy, and dropped our stuff off, and then just kind of crashed and hung out in the area and waited for race time. All right, Mack and Damer here from OCR Kings. We dropped off our gear bins for the New Jersey Ultra Beast, and now we're at our lovely hotel. Not sure why it was a mandatory drop-off packet pickup the day before. So now we got about 12 hours to sit on our asses and wait for the race.
While all of our gear bakes in the sun in our drop bins.
Yeah, it's like 87 degrees out right now, hot as hell.
All worth it though, all in good fun. Or something.
And here's our shithole room.
It's not bad.
And now we watch cartoons for 10 hours.
Teen Titans. Go.
Came back the next day, there were buckets everywhere, but like every other person that was coming in that early in the morning had their buckets. So we did not have to wait, we did not have to come in the day before.
Right.
A complete waste of time.
Mandatory packet pickup and mandatory drop-in drop-off. Totally unnecessary.
That was dumb.
The thing that is necessary though is make sure your bin looks dope. You got
That's
a
right.
little black paint, okay? And if you want, you can put your logo on there, nothing too fancy. And as you go along, you can also stick on some cool ass stickers on there. You're gonna get some at the end of each race, so pretty cool.
Yep, and there's a pretty big variety of bins. We opted for the 5-gallon buckets. I mean, everyone had clear totes. I mean, you name it. Everyone had all sorts of stuff. So really, whatever works for you to put your crap in, it really doesn't matter. And Spartan really doesn't care.
They didn't for us.
It was like they could care less. You just walked in, and you're like, I'm here for the Ultra Beast, and great, here you go. And they tell you walk up that way. And that's about all they give a shit.
We saw a couple of people, like you said, they had these plastic containers, and they were at least the width of 3 of these things across, and as high. It was like, well, what the hell did you pack in there? A whole Second Life. Unnecessary. But what we did want to do was replicate everything that we had on for lap 1. Same pack, same music, same gear, same clothing, same shoes. Imagine something fails with your gear and you're not ready to go for lap 2. You're going to die after 1 lap, a DNF, because say something happened, your shoelaces snapped or the sole came after your shoes. I had everything that I had on for lap 1, I had right in here for lap 2, including the new pair of shoes. Damer made mention of socks. You know, you would think, it's a trivial thing. Your feet are going to get wet in 2 seconds. You know what? The 1 second that you have dry socks on is an incredible morale booster. Put some spare socks in there. Think about all the gunk and the crap that you accumulate over one lap. You know what? If you were to stick more gunk and crap on those same socks for 2 laps, they're going to be that much shittier and make you feel terrible. Okay? One other thing I would recommend too. Okay, we didn't want to waste time filling new bladders and wasting all of that time, filling up his vest, filling up my pack. Fuck it. Put a whole nother vest, fully loaded and ready to go in there. Put another pack, fully loaded and ready to go in here. One thing though, okay? Especially if you're tired, you don't know what the hell is going on, you're not sure, you don't want to forget anything. Real simple. There's one dopey thing that I include. Okay? A list. Okay? Make a list of what to do. Right? A list that says drop in mid-race. Swap out hydration packs. Swap covered bite hose. Swap out race belt. Blah, blah, blah. Okay? Some just simple steps so you don't forget anything. Also, another page that listed all of the crap that is actually in the drop-in. Okay, so I got a splinter. Do I have tweezers? Do I have second earbuds? What kind of food do I have in here? You don't have to think about it. You have a nice little list that goes right in here.
Yeah, so stuff we had in our bins for the most part. I mean, I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know if my feet were going to start to disintegrate at the end of lap 1. So everything from first aid kit to just some simple blister care. It was like I even was carrying a small little med kit just in case in my pack, which obviously I replicated in pack 2.
Absolutely.
It was like if I came back to my after lap 1 and I could just tell I'm dying. So here's some extra trail winds. I could load it into my water, which already had some, but if I had to, it was like even if my shoes were falling apart. So it's like just duct tape. I mean, I had a pair of spare shoes in here, but you never know.
Also gotta have some mustard, just in case. Maybe you saw a video about Clif bars and peanuts and binding effects. Well, just in case, OTP, it goes pretty far.
Baby wipes, it's like just in case. And you know what? I actually wound up giving a couple of my mustards away because you just see, I mean, the second you start to feel legs, usually it's in your calves, and that's kind of the first one that goes. It's like as soon as you feel it, immediately take a mustard. It's awful. It tastes awful. But worst aftertaste.
Yeah,
but you know what?
Fucking worse, dude.
It works immediately. So it's like I was throwing them to a couple of people who were just dying on the side of the trail. I was like, just take it. And it was like they kind of knew what was going on. So that's I guess a trick from I don't know, marathon runners. Who knows? But that one's been around for a while. It definitely works.
So in short, find a container that's waterproof, that's easy to carry, that's compact. Make a list, figure out what you want to carry in there, and see if you can fit it. If you can't fit it, throw it out. If it's not essential, throw it out. But if you're going to wear it for lap 1, you might as well have a backup copy of it in your drop bin ready to go for lap 2. All right, thanks everybody. This has been Mack and Damon for OCR Kings doing a drop-in review. For a full description of what we had in each of our drop-ins, look below the video. We're going to lay that out for you guys. And reminding you, always, train hard, have fun.